Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to December 31st of 2016 with the little woman in her raggedy coat. But we're gonna leave this year with a ride on the new demo. It's been off and on snowing all day today. And the weather thing says it's gonna snow here in a few minutes. But I don't care. I've got about a half an hour of daylight, and I'm wearing very much so non-waterproof gloves because where I had to anyway, I got stuff kind of in a mess where I have all my gear. These I always keep in my backpack. They're just mechanics gloves, but it's got grip heaters, which excuse me, which we'll turn on now. And I think I'm about to get my photog taken here. Also, for the very first time, the Hero 5 Black. I know I did a... Oh, that's cool. Very nice there, little woman. So this is my first recording with the Hero 5 Black. I've done it with the Hero 5 Session, but not the Black. Let's go for a rip. Look out, Abby. Very first thing, the road is all nasty and muddy. Oh, look at that. That's nasty. So, very first thing, I get out here and it's sleeting on me. It's showing it's 37.5, so look at chicken farms, got little Christmas lights on it. So this isn't too bad. I got the windshield all the way up. You're probably seeing the most horrific view. That I didn't think about, but I need the shield up for the most part to keep my camera dry because it is misting on me. We'll roll it down here just so you can see over it better. I know you're still looking through it, but this will help. This is that little road I took you guys on when I was talking about braking and gravel and how people freak out about, you know, crashing using their front brake. You remember that on the DR? That's been probably a couple years ago now. Man, oh, look at this, another logging operation. Another destruction of forest. There'll be nothing left out here before you know it. But man, it's amazing, you know, if you're one of these people that's thinking about getting into motorcycles, you know, and you haven't made that plunge yet to jump into it. I'm just sitting there thinking about how motorcycles change your life. You know, there's the old saying, you never see a motorcycle out in front of a therapist's office. And you know, there just couldn't be a truer statement. I mean, it's so... Where's that going? Directly into a crazy... Oh, it's a dead end. It's just where they're backing the log trucks in to pull the logs out. But how riding a motorcycle just relaxes you and just puts you into the best mood ever. If things are stressing you out in life or whatever, there's nothing like a motorcycle ride to just kick you immediately out of that funk. And, you know, for the most, because I deal with customers at work all the time, generally speaking, motorcycle riders are some of the happiest people you'll ever run into. Because they're, you know, there's just a frame of mind when you ride a motorcycle, especially like getting out on something that's street legal and you can bomb down the highway and go to the coast or wherever your favorite destination is, and just go explore. Get yourself lost somewhere. Best thing you could ever do, get yourself lost. Even if you live in a city, like say you live in New York, You know, go into a part of town you don't go a lot, you know, swing over to Brooklyn or someplace you don't frequent, wherever you live, go to some other part and just get lost. Turn your GPS off and just get lost and watch how you see and observe things, how you smell everything. You can ride down the road in a convertible car and not smell all the smells you'll smell when you ride a motorcycle. It's the craziest thing. I hope my little rain guard on around my mic area works correctly, because it's coming down pretty good now. You have to pardon me wiping my lens all the time, or you'll be looking at spots. But rain and all, I didn't care. Today, I decided I'm gonna go goof around here a little bit. Just go see the sights. Even though it's in the rain. That's a bush cutter. But I'm telling you, if you're watching this video because you're curious, you probably found it because you looked up something on BMWs, or however you ended up here. If you're looking at bikes and thinking about getting a motorcycle to go goofing around on, all I can say is do it. Do it, do it, do it. And you'll find it's amazing how you just naturally run into, I keep forgetting I got Shift Assist Pro. I don't have to use the clutch. I can just shift. It's the craziest thing ever. There was a little dirt road that went through here, but I don't know, that could be quite muddy. And let's not get this great big old thing stuck in the mud. That doesn't look too bad. What do you think? Oh yeah, it's crazy slippery. This may have been a bad idea. This may not have been very... Whoa, that's slippery. Oh, it's just mushy, mossy mess. And these are like 80% street tires. Oh, look at that down there. Isn't it beautiful looking out over them fields? If you can even see that in super view. But anyway, what I was saying is you just naturally run into other people. You're gonna go to shops to buy gear and parts and, you know, tune up stuff, whatever, accessories, and you're just gonna bump into people, and you'll see immediately that motorcycle people are happy people, and you have this camaraderie of riding bikes. Next thing you know, you and this guy or gal you just met, you're going out for a ride and goofing off on your bikes. It does not let it wheelie in road mode. That thing immediately shuts off when the wheel came off the ground. Wow, that thing works really fast. Love these things. Nothing like the BMW boxer motors are kind of like Harleys. They just have a unique sound that is their sound only, and it's so pleasing. And in these newer ones, you know, they have that nice whistle, you know, that nice precision built sound. You know, the engine whirs and whistles. Oh, that's phenomenal. And you get that lovely boxer twin exhaust note out the back. Anyway, the story at hand is if you're thinking about getting a motorcycle, man, do it. The way it'll change your life is amazing. You can ask anybody that, just approach anyone with a motorcycle. They'll tell you the same story. They'll be like a broken record. Oh, this is the smartest thing I ever done. You know, people go, oh, they're so dangerous. There's a danger side of it. You're not on four wheels. You don't have a cage around you. But that's the part where you need to be smart. You need to be the most offensive driver you've ever been at all times. No matter what, at all times. Because they're not, the rule of thumb, drive as if you're invisible. If you remember that simple little term, drive as if you're invisible, no one ever sees you. Even if you're driving and the guy's sitting in the car and even glances up at you as you're passing him on the left-hand side or the right-hand side if you're in other countries, they look right at you and still will change your lane right on top of you. They're not expecting to see a motorcycle. People are programmed to see a car. In fact, driving to work every day, cars pull over in front of me. There's a deer sitting by that old burnt house there. Super View, I'm sure, is keeping that well out of reach of your visual. So what do you guys think of my choice of going with white? I seen this white one, and for some reason that was the right color for this thing. There's a red one. I really like that red. But you know how many red motorcycles I've had over my life? Way too many. One thing I've never had is a white motor. Technically I have. I had, you know, the Honda XL600s back in the day. Those were white. I guess I can't say I haven't had a white bike, because that would be way wrong. Look at all the little duckies out there. They're going, it's winter time and we didn't leave, so we're stuck here. It's weird to come out here and see this in the winter time, isn't it? Oh, look at all the water going through there. I mean, that is a creek, but that's a lot of water. All these roads all graveled. Now the main highway that I turned off on when I first started, they salt that, but they haven't salted it in quite a while. We've had a lot of rain, so it's all gone. It's actually supposed to be snowing right now. The weather said it was going to snow in a few minutes after I left. I did get some sleet in the face, and that was very painful. What was that beep? My Cena just made a crazy beep sound. I don't know if that came from my phone or something else. It went doo-doo, really loud. I haven't taken you guys down here to the little Salmon Creek in a long time. Last time you seen it, it was a trickle. I can assure you, she's not a trickle no more. Although it's nowhere near. I need to see what my how far I go before I hit a guard here. Well, we haven't had any major flooding that's even reached up, and you can see where it's hit the grass a little bit, but that tree that fell is still laying in place. Well, you can still smell the new coming off of this thing. That's fantastic. Yeah, I'm not going to drive up there any further. We'll do a little UIE right here. Man, look at all them branches from windstorms and stuff. They're all stacked up on the side of the road. That water is surprisingly unmuddy as well. Funny, in the summer you can't hardly even see that water coming out of that little side creek there. Second gear takeoff. You guys remember I rode the iron across that thing, and it was absolutely as slippery as riding on frozen on a frozen road. Very sensitive throttle on this thing. You make any weird little miscues on it like I just did back there, she's on off. She's like, hold on there. Let's see how that traction control works here. That That's crazy. It works instantly. I'm in road mode. You put it in Duro Pro and she'll get a little crazy on you. Watch out there, bird. Flying out there like you want to die. You bird, fly out of there and encounter the Marshmallow. That's amazing. I just keep smelling the new coming off of this thing. It smells so lovely. So, and you guys that have been around for a while know what's coming up next here. The old proverbial cedar mill. And I bet you with all this rain and it being damp out here, she's going to smell real good. The old Serengeti don't look so Serengeti-ish, does she? It just looks like a wet field in the northwest. Old semi-trucks laying in waste there. My nose is kind of stuck. Oh, look at the stack of wood they got there. Man, they're loaded up for a while. Oh, my Lord. If you had any idea. If you want a clue, go over to your mom's house, open up that hope chest and just stuff your face in there. That old cedar chest is just what all that wood smells like. One of these days I'll finally convince myself to use the Shift Assist Pro. It's probably a good thing I don't. Because I'm telling you, that's going to teach me a bad habit, and I'm going to end up dry shifting the iron or something, just reaching up there, no blipping of the throttle, and just shift. It's weird how you hear the little pop in the exhaust. It's really smooth from like third gear up and, you know, sixth gear down to third. Second, first, a little more abrupt, but you know, you're at a different ratio as well. Anyway, shield down. House is just up the road. Car's about to pull out in front of me. I gotta stay. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Well, anyway, guys and gals, thanks for coming along for the very, very first official MotoVlog with the new 2017 R1200GS Adventure. Got a crazy side wind that's making my helmet loud. But anyway, thank you guys very much for coming along. And there'll be many more rides, so stick by. Thank you guys very, very much now. Bye-bye.